This just shook up America like never before, ladies and gentlemen. What just came out from the Las Vegas Cybertruck bombing in Trump International Hotel has just shocked everybody. I have the video here coming from the Shawn Ryan podcast. I want to play. We also have the sheriff department coming out and giving a press conference confirming this pretty much. But this is just something crazy. So I had to come on and talk to you guys about it. I don't know if you guys saw this at all. I told you guys that a lot of weird things are happening right now. But this manifesto, aka email, you have to see this. You have to see this email. So make sure to smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm waiting for some of your guys' comments to come out. What just came out is just so wild that I had to come on here and react to this together. React to this together because this email, aka manifesto, has Americans going crazy on a Friday. So let's get it started real quick. Again, like I told you guys before, right now, Las Vegas Police Department found 2 letters in the Cybertruck. One warns of weak leadership, and the other calls for the other one calls the country terminally ill and describes the incident as a wake-up call, not a terrorist attack. This is all alleged. Again, this is all alleged. This is what's coming out, but I'm going to show you this email right now coming from the Shawn Ryan podcast, and let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. It has to do with drones. Told you guys what happened to the drones. Conversations is about to start again. So once again, spread this video to as many people as you can, and let's take a listen.
You want to read the email?
Yep. So this email came in on December 31st at 10:42 a.m. That is Tuesday. He said, "In case I do not make it to my decision."
Hold on. This is the email coming from the Cybertruck guy. I don't want to say too much because all my videos have been getting demonetized on YouTube. God forbid this one does too. I want to be careful, but this is the email that he's reading that he got and has been confirmed that this is the actual email. So I just want to give you guys some context there from the LV bomber.
Do you want to read the email?
Yep. So this email came in on December 31st at 10:42 a.m. That is Tuesday. He said, "In case I do not make it to my decision point or onto the Mexico border, I am sending this now. Please do not release this until 1 January and keep my identity private until then. First off, I am not under duress or hostile influence or control. My first car was a 2006 black Ford Mustang V6 for verification. What we have been seeing with drones," he puts that in quotes, he says, "drones is the operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China and the East Coast, but throughout history, the US. Only we in China have this capability. Our OPSEN, that's Operation Center, our OPSEN location for this activity is in the box below. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years, but this activity recently has picked up. As of now, it is just a show of force, and they are using it similar to how they use the balloon for SIGINT and ISR, which are also part of the integrated comm system. There are dozens of those balloons in the air at any given time. The so what is because of the speed and stealth of these unmanned aircraft. They are the most dangerous threat to national security that has ever existed. They basically have an unlimited payload capacity and can park it over the White House if they wanted. It's checkmate. U.S. government needs to give the history of this, how we are employing it and weaponizing it, how China is employing them and what they..."
So he's basically saying what we have been seeing with the drones is the operational use of gravity propulsion systems powered aircraft by mostly China and the East Coast.
And what
does that mean?
Way forward is China is poised to attack anywhere in the East Coast. I've been followed for over a week now from likely Homeland or FBI, and they are looking to move on me and are unlikely going to let me cross into Mexico, but won't because they know I am armed and I have a massive VBID. Let me pause right there for a second. So he says a massive VBID. When I was talking to the FBI yesterday, they didn't know what a VBID was. I had to explain what that acronym meant, literally.
You fucking serious?
Dead serious. I said it twice and he goes, "You said that word VBID. Can you tell me what that is?" For your audience, a VBID, for your audience who has not been in the GWAT for the last 20 years, a VBID is a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device. In layman's terms, a car bomb, what we saw at Trump Tower. So backing up, he says, I am armed and have a massive VBID. I've been trying to maintain a very visible profile and have kept my phone, and they are definitely digitally tracking me. Here's where he gets into the other stuff. And this is where we had to redact the names. Well, your producer redacted the names. I have knowledge of this program and also war crimes that were covered up during airstrikes in Nimruz province, Afghanistan in 2019 by the admin, DOD, DEA, and CIA. I conducted.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh, this is wild. So many curveballs here. Are you guys seeing this? Yeah, Jesus is the way to heaven. This is too much.
Did targeting for these strikes of over 125 buildings. 65 were struck because of civcas, that's civilian casualties, that killed hundreds of civilians in a single day. U.S. FORA continued strikes after spotting civilians on initial ISR. It was supposed to take 6 minutes and scramble all aircraft in CENTCOM. The UN basically called these war crimes, but the administration made them disappear. I was part of that cover-up with U.S. FORA, an agent, redacted, of the DEA. So I don't know if my abduction attempt is related to either. I worked with redacted IO staff on this as well as the response to Bala Murghab. Redacted commander at the time, redacted can validate this. You need to elevate this to the media so we avoid a world war because this is a mutually assured destruction situation. Then he says, for vetting, my LinkedIn is Matt Berg or Matthew Livelsberger, an active duty 18 Zulu out of 110, that's 1st Battalion, 10th Special Forces Group. My profile is public.
So this is the email that leaked out from what happened in Las Vegas in the Cybertruck. For those who want the link to this actual video, the actual video is coming from Shawn Ryan. This is the leaked email. I'm going to show you where basically this is pretty much confirmed that these letters and emails were found by the sheriff department and the Cybertruck blast in Las Vegas. But this is what is in the email.
I have an active TSSCI with UAP, USAP access.
What is USAP? Do you know what that is?
I don't know what that is. But I checked his credentials on LinkedIn. So that was the first thing I did. I went to his LinkedIn page. First thing I noticed was all of his bona fides were in place. He has all the UAS training from USASOC and everything else. And so I said, okay, at least the guy knows what he's talking about with drones. That was a very rough dig into the guy. But my issue was I couldn't validate or verify any of this information. And I told him that. And how I responded to him was in a subsequent email. I said,
so he sent him the email. And this guy just went on a Shawn Ryan pod. Man, this is crazy.
I said, this is obviously a very big deal, but I don't have anything to verify this information with. Talking about gravitic propulsion systems without evidence just makes me
gravitic propulsion systems.
Another UFO talking head.
Gravitic propulsion system. A concept that involves using gravity to propel a vehicle, such as an airship, spacecraft. It's crazy. And he sent this guy the email.
Like, I'm not going to go.
This is all alleged, by the way. Allegedly, by the way. Allegedly. This is all alleged.
On my social media page and start talking about UFOs and anti-gravity systems and everything. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't. And he said, can I get on Fox News Contact on Signal as well as Sean's show?
Bro, this guy was screaming for help, man. He was screaming for help. He really wanted to get this stuff out there. If this is real, once again, don't know. Let's go to Benny Johnson. What is Benny saying?
Successful, kick-ass podcast. It's like a long-form interview show. It's great. He does like these big-time.
Benny, are you growing a beard, bro?
In-depth interviews, and he himself was a military operator in war zones for dozens of years, and brings often a military man's perspective and platforms people who have also served their country. He's one of the individuals who platformed regularly in experts who were saying, we're about to be attacked. We're going to be attacked. There's going to be horrible attack after attack after attack in this country. And lo and behold, clock ticks 2025, and we have 2 attacks. And we thought that they were linked, but now after...
Yes, there was another one before. I don't want to get too out of here, but there was Oh my God, man. There's so much going on. Guys, I thought we were just gonna be chilling. This is crazy. Smash the like. Oh man, do we have a live?
For this bombshell episode, we don't think they are anymore. There were some real problems with the Cybertruck attacker that blew up a Cybertruck in front of the Trump Tower in Las Vegas. Many people were saying, why would this special forces individual, his name is Matthew Leivensberger, why would this person with so much expertise in special forces and knowledge about explosives and IEDs and bomb structures and building, why would he just light a couple gas cans off in the back of a Cybertruck in a vehicle that he knows probably won't cause any damage, won't hurt anyone because of its reinforced stainless steel frame? It would just cause a lot of attention. This is what he's getting, a lot of attention. There's only one person killed in that attack, and it was Matthew Leivensberger, or so we think. Goodness gracious, there's so much to unpack here. Okay, I'm just going to jump to it and let Shawn Ryan do the talking. Shawn Ryan dropped this today, saying effectively he has a massive interview about what the manifesto is of this attacker.
Hey, what's up? We're doing an emergency episode here with Sam Shoemate, former intelligence analyst, and we're covering the Green Beret that bombed Trump Hotel in Vegas. Sam received an email from the Green Beret and kind of like a...
What's so crazy is that the email was sent before all of this happened, right? He was trying to get help. He was trying to let everybody know about anti-gravity drones. Once again, this is all alleged.
Manifesto.
Tammy, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. This is what the Obama-Biden administration did to this beautiful country, sending Hunter overseas. Thank you so much for your donation. We got, how many likes we got? We almost at 1,000. Let's get 1,000 likes, guys. Come on. Let's push this video.
A little nervous to do this one, but here we go. It'll be out later today.
So it was out later today, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring you clips from the interview in just one moment. But let's get to the real heart of what this is. Sam Shoemate reveals that to Shawn Ryan that the Las Vegas Cybertruck bomber, Matthew Leivensberger, emailed him before the attack, claiming that the United States government and China have gravitic propulsion systems. This means, obviously,
You read it the same way I did.
the alien technology, right? You don't need any more fossil fuels. You're able to use gravity in order to propel drones and weaponry. And that he was being tracked by the FBI. Let's continue. Leaked email from Cybertruck bomber Matthew Leivensberger claims that the drones on the East Coast were being used for gravity manipulation. Technology alleged exclusively in China and United States. He accused the U.S. of hiding its weaponization of exotic technology and warns that the drones seen across the country are hostile Chinese aircraft launched from the Atlantic to show force. Leivensberger described...
You guys believe? But hold on, let me get a grasp of this, because I know we're hearing this for the first time. Obviously, do you guys believe any of this? I'm on the fence. I don't know. I really don't know. We've seen manifestos come out before, and it's crazy that we get this manifesto right away. Let's keep listening, though. I just wanted to, you guys believe this? You guys believe this is a possibility? No, you don't believe it. Yes, you do believe it.
Describes these drones as an unprecedented national security event capable of carrying unlimited payloads, suggests China is preparing an attack on the East Coast. Whew. What? Here's the actual email itself. I'm not under duress, hostile influence, or control. What I've seen is these drones use operational use of gravitic propulsion systems powered aircraft by most recently China and the East Coast, but throughout history, the U.S. Only we and China have this capacity. China has been launching them from the Atlantic from submarines for years. This activity is recently picked up as of now as a show of force. They're using it similar to how they use the balloon for reconnaissance, which was also part of an integrated comm system. There are dozens of these balloons in the air at any given time. The speed and stealth of the unmanned AC, dangerous threat to national security that's ever existed, basically unlimited payload capacity to park it over any city they wanted. It's checkmate. Goodness gracious. Why should we believe him? He's done 20 years in the military at the highest possible levels of security clearance, and also the guy was in charge of autonomous vehicles. So his like specialty was autonomous vehicles, drones. So he's here saying that we have effectively space alien technology, like flying spaceship technology, literally, and that the drones seen over New Jersey is part of that technology, and that this is being launched from China. And we've seen this on our show. On our show, we had multiple.
So inside source. Thank you, Benny Johnson. I appreciate you guys being here. Because the story is so crazy and we're all trying to figure it out. Inside source just wrote me here. He says the Green Beret might still be alive and that he used a body as a decoy. Oh, interesting.
Multiple members of Congress come forward and after a briefing from the intel agencies say, yeah, actually it's China. It's not Iran doing this. This is China doing it from the ocean. Well, I mean, I didn't necessarily believe them, but lo and behold, here we go. Email from Matthew Live.
Okay, I want to continue this. Let me just, I want to get this video up there. I'm going to see if I can get a link to this because now they're basically saying that he might still be alive. I'm not sure if Benny's going to talk about
Burger claims
Is Benny going to talk about him probably still being alive? Let me see. Because I think it's pretty, okay, here it is.
Media so we avoid a world war because this is a mutually assured destruction situation. Then he says, for vetting, my LinkedIn is Matt Berg or Matthew Livelsberger, an active duty 18 Zulu out of 110, that's 1st Battalion 10th Special Forces Group. My profile is public. I have an active TSSCI with UAP, USAP access. You get a Tesla because you know it can drive itself up to the hotel, the Trump Tower. You put a body in it, roll it up. It's already burned up, or it's already shot, excuse me. You don't want to kill anybody because that's not the message you're trying to send. You're not trying to level the tower or kill a bunch of people. So you load it up with fireworks and a bunch of junk to send a message. And we know that his signal number or his signal safety number changed. That can't be done unless you're inside that signal account. And a lot of people conjecture, was the FBI inside his signal account, whatever else. But what if he accidentally changed his safety number, goofed up there? He rolled a body up in a Tesla specifically because a Tesla can drive itself up to the tower and did what he did to send a message to expose his stuff. And he's still alive out there somewhere.
Well, the other
answers a lot of questions.
The other thing is maybe the FBI wasn't in his phone. Maybe, I mean, this guy's obviously very competent. I mean, he's got a TSSCI.
1000% pure speculation here. I don't know. This could be so many things. Again, I'm just showing you what's going viral today, what's out there.
Clearance or the polygraph.
But I don't know, man.
It's been associated with USASOC. Obviously, he was on this operation in 2019. By the way, the general in charge of that was General Miller. You'll see that in the email that we post on X later after this interview comes out. You know, maybe he changed his number on purpose and switched phones because he obviously was tipped off or conducted his own counter surveillance and caught Homeland or FBI tracking him. And so I think there's a very good possibility that that Matthew Livelsberger might be still alive.
Might still be alive? Man. Okay, so here's what I just got an update of.
But with that, just as a preview for as we get information, we're trying to be as transparent as possible. There were a couple pieces of content we thought were important to share for now. One is in the note application. He seemed to have two letters. One letter in particular, as you can see here, this is an excerpt from that letter. He says, fellow service members, veterans, and all Americans, time to wake up. We are being led by weak and feckless leadership who only serve to enrich themselves. He goes on to explain a variety of other grievances and issues, some political, some personal, a variety of other things, which we will do our best to release very quickly here. But then there's a second letter where there's some more excerpts. This one seems to be dated after the fact in that notes application. And in there, you can read a couple of the excerpts. We are the United States of America, the best country, people to ever exist. But right now, we are terminally ill and headed towards collapse. This was not a terrorist attack. It was a wake-up call. Americans only pay attention to spectacles.
Oh, that's what's so crazy about this. The sheriffs are reading this to the world.
Violence. What better way to get my point across than a stunt with fireworks and explosives? Why did I personally do it now? I need to cleanse my mind of the brothers I've lost and relieve myself of the burden of the lives I took. I'd like to just also expand on that and understand that these are just excerpts in there. He does offer additional information that is varying on the spectrum in terms of political grievances, issues about the conflicts elsewhere, not here, domestic issues, societal issues, a variety of other things, including personal challenges as well. We are intending to release those initial letters so people can understand best they can what the person's thought process was at one point in time. However, please understand there is still a lot more content to go through, and that may change. There may be a lot more information that we recover that explains either more or shows a change in mindset at different times.
Holy moly, ladies and gentlemen, that is... You know what's crazy? This happened yesterday too. I don't know if you guys heard about it, but a U.S. Army soldier was arrested for allegedly hacking Trump and Kamala's phones. There's just a lot going on. The reason why I did that is because there's a lot going on. Gravitic propulsion system, space alien technology. Again, not sure. There's a lot going on. Shawn Ryan is leading the pack here because he dropped this bombshell. But the letter is true. It's confirmed by the sheriffs. The email that was sent was not read by the sheriffs, but I guess the letters that were found in the Tesla were confirmed by the sheriffs, and that's what he was talking about. Were led by weak leadership, and we had something like this happen before. Where I don't know if you guys remember. I'll say this before I get up out of here. Make sure to smash the like button. Thank you so much for being here, ladies and gentlemen. You could be anywhere else on this beautiful Friday. I hope everybody's feeling good. Pray for this country as much as we could. Lord, have mercy on us. May you protect all of us, ourselves, individuals, the world, our families. Pray for the safety of all Americans and everybody around the world. We pray in the name of Jesus. Amen. I don't know why I just did a little prayer there. The reason why I'm praying is because I hate all the negativity. I hate that I have to constantly come on here and we have to constantly talk about, hey, there was a guy that just rammed everybody. There was a guy that just rammed 10 people. He lost his mind. And then I don't know if you guys remember in New York City during the Trump situation, there was a Trump court date, and it was a courthouse. I think it was for I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but I know it was probably 2 years ago now when Trump first got. I think it was. I don't know, but he burned himself. I want to say this, but he torched himself. You guys remember this, right? You guys remember the guy that lit himself on fire, and he had a letter. Was it? No. It wasn't at the Trump thing. It was a military guy that lit himself on fire. It wasn't at the Trump. I think it was in front of the Capitol. You guys know what I'm talking about. And he had a letter, and he was telling people the same thing this guy is telling people. We've seen these sacrificial things happen for some reason, trying to let everybody know. Was it last July? Guys, it's been like 3 or 4 of those. It was the Israeli embassy. Thank you so much. But then there was another one that I don't know. I just feel like we've constantly seen this for some reason. I could be wrong here. Like we constantly keep seeing stuff like this. So we can only pray for the world at this point. But I think the part that breaks my heart from the letter that the sheriff was reading is this part. This part destroyed me when I first saw this video. And I think a lot of our military men and women go through this. This is the part that broke me right here, man. He says, why did I personally do it? I needed to cleanse my mind of the brothers I've lost and relieve myself of the burden of the lives I took. That's why he did it. Along with him saying that this was not an attack, it was just a wake-up call. Americans only pay attention to spectacles and violence, and which is just so true. If we look at the Luigi situation, man, this is so, it just runs so deep. I don't know, but I don't know if I believe. Look, they're saying that he could be alive, that he set this up so the people could read the letter and let people know about it. Gravitic propulsion space system. I don't know. I don't know what's true or not. I really don't. It was all speculation, all alleged, but it is pretty damn crazy that Shawn Ryan will have his guest and the guest actually received the email from him. So, yeah, but the Luigi situation, it just proves where Americans are at. This is why I say that Vivek Ramaswamy, when he came out and he said what he said about Americans as a whole and where we're going as American, him himself as an American, me myself as an American, if you look at what he says, it was a wake-up call, because Americans only pay attention to spectacles and violence. They only pay attention to what's going on TV shows, but why is that system so strong, where we know we're being taxed a lot, we know that we're living paycheck to paycheck, we know that the system is broken, we know that the billionaires are they're buying politicians, we know this, but we do nothing about it. Why? Well, because we only pay attention to certain things, and so I think a lot of things are legitimately, in my opinion, run a correlation with each other. This all seems to be all connected when you think about it in the long run of what this is. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think about all of this, ladies and gentlemen. Please comment down below, and I appreciate you guys coming. And yeah, I will see you guys in a bit. I'm gonna gather some more information about more other things. We still have the Louisiana attack on Bourbon Street that happened. That was, confirmed to have been the guy that we saw on YouTube making videos. He was making a lot of videos, by the way, on YouTube, and I think that's all been taken down by the FBI. So we're very close to the election. I mean, look at my brain. We're very close to the inauguration. Trump certification is happening on J6. So, man, can't wait to just get in. I am confused. I'm confused too. I'm telling you, I'm more than confused. But this is only day 3, ladies and gentlemen. So Monday, Jan 6. We're gonna get the certification. Speaker Johnson is in, and hopefully we start moving in a more positive way, and the trajectory just changes to more of a positive scene for Americans. So God bless you. God bless all, and I'll see you guys in a bit.